Hello everyone. My name is Art Russell. Welcome to my channel. We're going to cover a lot of content in this video, but I hope that you'll watch it through to the end to decide for yourself whether it's offered you something of value. So let's get into it. When it comes to making choices, everyone will have different opinions. Some people believe that they're really good at making choices, and others believe that they're really bad. Some will say, oh yeah, I chose the right college to attend or the right university. I got married at the right time. We had our children at precisely the right age. We were mature enough. We made all the right choices. And wow, we really did well. Some other persons will believe, oh man, I made terrible choices in my life. I dropped out of school, I had children at way too young an age, I did this, I did that, yada, yada, yada. Now, our choices are almost always based on how they relate to the history of the person. This is only natural because we've been conditioned to believe that we are the person. So many of us will make decisions based on, is this going to make the history of the person more favorable or detract from it? And our choices lead to the results that most of us carry with us for a lifetime. Now, I hope this won't offend, but I've got an illustration here about what I think this really looks like. It leads to this. Then we carry our history as though it's, oh yeah, back in this year, yeah, that's when I got married. Oh, that's when I got divorced. Oh, that's when I shacked up with, yeah, that's the common law relationship. Yes, yes. Oh, and this is when I started the business. Oh, and this is when it failed. And this is when this event in history took place. Oh, was the illness. Yeah, another illness. Yeah, another illness. Oh, I got better, 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 yada, yada, yada. So again, I'm hoping not to offend, but what I'm saying we should maybe do with this is just toss it. Now, that may seem like an insane thing to do, but what I'm asking you to consider, at least for the duration of this video, is whether there's another perspective from which we can make choices. From I am, without the history of the person attached to that. Just I am, not just. That's a much bigger I am than I am Art. From the perspective of I am, not the person, can we then affirm, I am happy, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am positive, I am kind, compassionate, and generous? Does that seem possible from that instead of carrying the baggage of the person? Now, but you might say, Art, I don't want to be delusional about this. I am the person and I have to carry all of that. We humans, from the human perspective, we clutch our apparently good history as though it's made of gold. This is sometimes referred to in wisdom teachings as golden shackles. We don't want to let go of those golden shackles. We're shackled by that. And there's other events in the apparent history of the person that we really want to let go. That second marriage, that third marriage, that move to that city or town, uh, that night in jail, that kind of thing. Those would be the iron handcuffs, and we're more than glad to kind of gloss over those. The wisdom teachings would be that both type of handcuffs, the golden ones and the ones made of iron, both constrict us to the perspective of the person. So let's dive deeper into this subject, and I'm going to state that there is no long-lasting, independent, autonomous person. Our world is made of and occurs within consciousness. It's not a world made of matter. Your life is occurring within a mind movie, the waking state. Now, I'm going to offer 2 quotes from science to back up some of what I'm sharing in this video, and I hope that you'll keep an open mind to this information. The first quote comes from John Wheeler, who was an American theoretical physicist. Here's the quote. "The universe does not exist out there, independent of us. We are inescapably involved in bringing about that which appears to be happening. We are not only observers, we are participators. In some strange sense, this is a participatory universe. Physics is no longer satisfied with insights only into particles, fields of force, into geometry, or even into time and space. Today, we demand of physics some understanding of existence itself." The second quote, which also relates to the nature of our world, comes from Max Planck, who was a German theoretical physicist. Here's the quote. "I regard consciousness as fundamental. I regard matter as derivative from consciousness. We cannot get behind consciousness. Everything that we talk about, everything that we regard as existing, postulates consciousness." So in this, Max Planck was stating that matter was derivative from consciousness. This doesn't seem so strange if we contemplate the nature of the matter that's experienced within nighttime dream state. That matter seems absolutely real during the dream. Now, the issue is that when the dream is over and the waking state arises, and along with it, the perspective of the person, we then mistakenly or erroneously believe, oh, now I'm doing in the world. That was kind of silly looking, but it's okay. So we believe that we're autonomous persons acting out our lives. So then we carry the burden associated with the history. That would be the toilet roll history there, saying, oh, that was an experience in mind. But that's all it was. When a movie ends in a theater, even though we've maybe really identified with some of the characters in the movie, don't we usually just pick up what's ever remaining of the popcorn and the drink or whatever and walk out and say, well, it was a movie? And I'm saying that we can travel much more lightly in this experience called human life if we realize what it's actually made of at a deeper level. So, to add to some of the information that I've shared, I'm going to read a few quotes from my phone and a file that I entitled Mental Universe, as I was reading various books over the last many, many years, when it finally clued in for me that this is the truth. When the experience of awakening occurred and the perspective of Art Russell, the person, was transcended. Here's the first one. Everything manifests from two emanations, consciousness and thought, male and female. In essence, they are one. When separated, they appear as two. The next quote comes from I Am That, which chronicles talks by Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. A questioner asked how difficult it is to see the world as purely mental. The tangible reality of it seems so very convincing. And the Maharaj replied, this is the mystery of imagination, that it seems to be so real. And we'll skip ahead here to one of the principles, the main principle from the Kybalion, which is a book of esoteric teachings. The all is mind. The universe is mental. This principle embodies the truth that all is mind. And moving on. Sorry, folks. We're getting there. Oh, here we go. Here's one. This is from Open Secret by Wei Wu Wei. Our dreamed selves, autonomous in appearance, as in life, can be seen in awakened retrospect to be puppets totally devoid of volitional possibilities of their own. Nor is the dream in any degree dependent on them except as elements therein. They who seem to think that they are living and acting autonomously are being dreamed in their totality and are being activated as completely and absolutely as puppets are activated by the puppeteer. Such is our apparent life on this apparent earth, in this apparent universe. The next quote comes from the Master Key System by Charles F. Hennell. It is the few who know that the things which they see are only effects, and understand the causes by which the effects were brought into existence. Brought into existence by mind. One or two more. Here's one from Who Am I by Sri Ramana Maharshi. A seeker had asked, is there no difference between waking and dream? And Ramana Maharshi replied, waking is long and dream short. Other than this, there is no difference. Just as waking happenings seem real while awake, so do those in a dream while dreaming. One from The Law of Success by Paramahansa Yogananda. Mind is the creator of everything. You should therefore guide it to create only good. If you cling to a certain thought with dynamic willpower, it finally assumes a tangible outward form. When you are able to employ your will always for constructive purposes, you become the controller of your destiny. Now, all of this content, I believe, will be more easily understood when we know that space-time is not fundamental. Space-time is actually created by the mind. You might think of it as the stage upon which our characters play out their roles. It also helps if we understand that all there is now. Past does not exist other than when we think of it, because then we create it. And the future doesn't exist. We can plan for the future, but it doesn't exist. And we never live a future. We only live the now. Creation is happening like this, very, very quickly. Creation, destruction, creation, destruction. New, 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 new. Frame after frame after frame. But we process this as being a long-lasting self. When we witness the rising of our body-mind in the morning, it's kind of more effective or more realistic to consider that roll movie. And there's the day as it plays out. Our ability to change the events, the footage, or the events that play out occurs by when we change our thinking. So you might be asking, what's the point of this video? It's to offer information that can help you improve the quality of your apparent personal or professional life. I'm hoping that the information that I share and the way that I share it will have some value for you. When we change the nature of our thoughts, we change our habitual perspective. We toss away that toilet paper roll of the history of that apparently long-lasting self, because it never really existed. Objects do not exist apart from the mind that perceives them. There are no long-lasting objects in nighttime dreams, and there are no long-lasting objects in the waking state. We need to understand this if we wish to improve the results we're experiencing. Thoughts create our feelings. Feelings lead to behaviors. Behaviors lead to results. So, literally, how do we bring about positive change? There's the verse from Romans chapter 12, verse 2 offers us great insight. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Change your mind. Change the programs that are operating at a subconscious level. The subconscious mind is responsible for 95%, it's estimated, of our behavior. There's no conscious thinking. Put your awareness to work. Choose what you're going to think. Choose what you're going to believe. Are you healthy or not? I am healthy. Even when your body-mind may have gone through a residual program associated with ill health. Install a new program. How do we do this? How do we boot up a new program? One of the key methods regarding the subconscious and what it will accept is repetition. Gently, over and over, affirming from the point of I am, and I am now. I am now healthy. I am now wealthy. I am now successful. Why now? Now is all there is. Literally. It's all there is. There's only now. So, visualization is another powerful technique. If we imagine a scene that implies the successful completion or fulfillment of a goal. Shaking hands with someone who's congratulating us on a promotion. We've just stepped off the plane, the tarmac in a certain country we wanted to visit. We're holding hands with our spouse or our lover, and we're so joyous, both of us so joyful. Make the scene short and loop it, and work at it gently, because the subconscious mind will not be coerced in any way. Neville Goddard said we were better to think of it as our lover. And this is also helpful to visualize just as we're drifting off to sleep at night in the hypnagogic state, drowsy, where the subconscious mind is amenable to suggestion, and also in the morning in the hypnopompic state. You're just rising. Maybe you lie there in bed for a few minutes, or you're witnessing your body in bed. But you can think, I am so fortunate. I am wonderfully healthy. My health is improving each and every day. More and more wealth is coming to me. I have so many wonderful friends, and I love giving and sharing with them, that type of thing. Gratitude. Develop the habit of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some people enjoy scripting. They'll write out, I am now so happy and grateful that I am a successful business person. I am this, I am traveling the world. I am getting married, or I am married. Those, whatever your definition of success might be, and it changes as our character goes through its apparent life. And as we confirm what we desire, it's also important to confirm when we see evidence. Perhaps we find a $10 bill on the street, on the sidewalk. We pick it up and, yes, I'm so rich. Not that the money makes you wealthy. Our wealth is an inner wealth, is the real wealth. But signs of, oh yeah, I did get a phone call about, do I want to publish my book with this company? Or whatever your goal is, or, oh yes, you're going looking at homes with a realtor. Your dream is happening. Or you've actually found your body mind going to the office of a car dealership, and you're going to be stepping into your brand new car, the car that's made of mind. And your body mind that's made of mind is going to be driving it. This may sound crazy, but it's not. And I hope that you'll replay this video for some of the key points, maybe those quotes about this being a mental universe. I hope that this has helped to empower you today to know more about your true self, the great I am, spirit, not the person. Space-time is not fundamental. There's no room for a long-lasting independent self. Not of that nature. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to share, like, or subscribe, and I'm looking forward to talking again with you soon. Bye for now.